Ninth Wonder is a fucking encyclopedia of hip hop.
Nice guy.
Sway is too.
Yeah, Sway for sure is.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Sway, there's one thing I don't like about Sway. Sway too nice, man. Sway is too nice. He's too affable. He's too approachable. He's too conciliatory.
That's a negative?
It's not a negative, but you know, a lot of people talk about all of these people and these powerful people and where they should be. And one of the stalwarts, one of the most important voices, sometimes I just want Sway to comment under the fucking thing and say, nigga, I'm your father. I've been doing this.
Everyone's father.
And I've been doing this.
I agree.
But Sway, he's like legitimately, I'm walking through walking through a hotel, 2014, 2015, stopped. Hey man, I love what you, this is way pre-Kanye. Stopped, I love what you do on TMZ and blah, 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 blah. Approachable, give you advice, talk to you. He's just a perfect energy. And I just want, you know, I'm here for
a
1 year heel turn from Sway.
I think that's why we love Sway, because he's above all that bullshit.
He is.
He's above like the petty shit. He's above, you know, worrying about what other people are doing.
It's true.
You know, I think like Elliot's been going through that the last 6 months or so. Where
it's tough.
And I, you know, for me, like seeing like Elliot's to me like up there with Sway in terms of like shit. I used to get his magazines when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I used to buy every XXL and all the sources and everything. And so I think with Elliot, it's like, I don't know. It's like a mixed bag, I guess, how people feel with him kind of poking at, you know, like a Kai Cenat or, you know. But Sway, I just feel like that's why Sway is the GOAT. So it's like, if Sway's the GOAT, it's Sway or Elliot. But Sway's the GOAT on a whole different level in terms for me, because when I think of my childhood and watching MTV, that's where before the internet, I watched Sway interviews on MTV News, you know. But I think that's why we love Sway, because Sway's above just, you know, that's...
Here's the thing about Elliot.
Pocket watching, looking over at other people, you know.
This is what I'll say about Elliot. Elliot knows how I feel about him and what I think about him, and honestly, what B-Dot do and what they mean, you know. They know how important they are. You know, B-Dot is not a guy that lacks in any type of confidence. This is what I would say about Elliot.
Neither, by the way.
Neither.
Lacking any sort of confidence.
Neither. What I say about Elliot, and I hope that this is taken with as much love as how I mean it. Elliot is supposed to remain the example of what we want to be. It will be a gigantic blow to hip hop and to hip hop journalism if Elliot Wilson turns into the example of what you don't want to be and what you want to be.
Like he's the golden standard.
Let me tell you, yeah, exactly. So what you want to be.
I agree.
And in every single different avenue, what you have to have are, like you said, standard setters, monument builders, right? Legends and authorities on stuff.
Yeah.
And when you are that, that's bigger than a crowd that you can pull or the heat that you can deliver. It's bigger because what it maintains is the cultural integrity of whatever you're endeavoring into. Hip hop is a more serious endeavor because guys like Elliot Wilson exist.
Yeah.
Hip hop is a more serious art form because it has serious critics and serious journalists like Elliot Wilson. If he devolves, which it seems like he's dead set trying to, if he devolves into this new school, which I'm not saying I'm not a part of clout chasing media figures, it's not just a blow to Elliot Wilson's legacy.
It's a blow to everything.
It's a blow to all of it. Hip hop becomes less serious if guys like that take themselves less seriously.
Yeah, I look at Elliot and B-Dot as like, you know, I think back to like sitting at my house, I think it was Christmas or New Year's a few years ago, watching the Drake interview, and I'm like, this is the only, like, these guys don't have to put out a bunch of shit because when, like, they can have conversations like that nobody else has the access to have, and or like that's why like when he was kind of mad that Drake was doing whatever Drake was doing, sitting in the bed with that what's that chick's name? The white chick.
Bobby Althoff.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter because you got the 3-hour all-time Drake interview and you're gonna get another one because you're fucking Elliot Wilson.
But here's the deal though. There's a way to make that criticism, right? I'll tell you what I mean by that. There's a way to legitimately, I'm not a part of hip hop media. Oh shit. Kev.
Damn, that Velcro came off.
Wow, bro.
Things are broken. There it is.
Shit,
Slide
man.
it on.
It's always good to drop a white man on his fucking head. There's your head in there.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
That's the fuck I'm talking about. So ecosystems. We talk about ecosystems. What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is something that cyclical. It feeds itself, right? It's a system of life. So that means that like the fucking plant grows, the fucking insect eats the plant, the fucking animal eats the insect, animal dies. Boom, boom, boom. Ecosystem. When one part of the ecosystem stops working, the whole ecosystem is threatened, right? It is incumbent upon hip hop artists to do interviews with hip hop media because that feeds the ecosystem. They have to do hip hop media. I'm telling you, if you are a rap artist and you are a big rap artist, you have to do traditional hip hop media.
At some point in time.
No.
Or you think
not
about
at some point
every
in time.
cycle?
You have to do it all the time. And the reason why I think you have to do it all the time is two reasons. Number one, cultural responsibility to invest back into that media.
By the way, I don't disagree with you.
And number two, to feed the ecosystem of hip hop. Because the other part of it, the people that look like Bobby and all of those people, they're gonna eat off hip hop regardless. The question isn't whether or not Bobby Altoff is, or whoever her name is, and no disrespect to her, is gonna eat off hip hop. That's not a question. Her people gonna eat off hip hop because her people own the record companies. Her people playlist the shit.
Right.
They own the big streamers. They gonna eat off hip hop.
By the way, I don't know who her people are, but
Well, when I say her people is, I mean white.
Oh, okay.
So her people are gonna eat off hip hop no matter what.
Right.
The question is whether or not the black people, and not just black, but the people in hip hop media, whether they're going to eat off of it. And the only way to really control that is to go sit down with them, right?
I think that unfortunately most artists don't agree with you anymore.
They don't agree. I'll tell you why they don't agree. They don't agree because, this is just a direct criticism, because as hard as they are equally pussy. And I say they equally pussy because everybody want to be hip hop, but don't nobody want to be hip hop. Don't nobody want to sit down and answer questions in the way that hip hop interviewers ask them. Don't nobody want to have somebody. Hip hop is supposed to be this cultural art form where we don't dance around and we get straight to the point.
Straight to the point, yeah.
Straight to the point. We don't play no games. It's no funny shit.
Right.
It's no, blah, 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 blah. It's none of that. It's like, hey, did you do this? How did this go? How did this go? Blah, blah, blah. But because people have seen a lot of people have bad moments on big platforms, now
they're scared to go. Yeah, they don't want to have one of those bad. Yeah,
afraid to be hip hop.
Right.
They're afraid to go sit down and talk in the way that not just hip hop talks, but the way that black people talk,
Right.
the way that we talk when we interviewing each other. Hey man, that's crazy. What the fuck you doing? Hey man, you out of hey sister, boom, boom. They're afraid to have a conversation. So they would rather go sit down with someone that has a big platform that will treat them in a way that's not, to me, culturally authentic, than actually have a culturally authentic and powerful conversation with someone that benefits in the long run them, then that person's platform, which I am not in hip hop media, I'm just telling you my observations, and the entire hip hop ecosystem. So you can't be brave enough to rap about like shooting people on records and all of that stuff, and brave enough to be out in the streets, but not brave enough to go sit down with somebody that's going to ask you real questions.
Well, I think a couple of things. Well, one, like I've heard actual like managers, label people say like, if someone's at a certain level, doing interviews can only hurt them.
Right. Well, this is what I would say, probably, but I would also say this. There's also another part of that. Another part of that is this. Inside of this ecosystem, I know this very well. I worked at TMZ. Inside this ecosystem, we have to hold interviewers accountable.
I agree.
For asking questions that aren't substantive, that are clout chasey, that are beef inspiring, that are all of that stuff. You have your platform. You can ask people whatever you want to ask them. You can do whatever you want to do. But if we're going to talk about all of these different responsibilities that we have, we also have to talk about the fact that there is a way that you're supposed to conduct an interview when the interview is about music, culture, inspiration, work ethic, when it's about your past, when you really gonna sit down and get a penetrating interview with the artist or with someone, there's a way that you do that. And if you veer off into the clickbaity, clout chasey situation, which a lot of people are doing, we have to be honest about those people too.
Yeah. I think like my approach to interviews really is like, if I'm not fully like, there's people I'll interview who I'm like, I'm familiar with their music, but I might not be like a hardcore fan, right?
Yeah.
So my whole approach is like trying to figure out who they are, like the common ground between me and this person, so we can shoot the shit and have like a cool conversation. Like I feel like when I think of like Elliot and B-Dot, I know that they're gonna have the laptop with all of the notes, and then this year, and then on this, you know what I mean? And there's certain artists that I'll have those conversations with. But for the most part, you know, it's almost like when I went and I just did a interview with NBA Youngboy, and I was like, okay, everybody who talks to this guy treats him like he's an alien. I'm just gonna like, just go hang out with him and shoot the shit.
What you trying to say about Baton Rouge?
Well, shout out to you. You're from Baton Rouge, right?
What you trying to say about Baton Rouge, bro?
Well, I just feel like, you know, like, I just wanted to like, just talk like, yo, let's just hang out, shoot the shit. Like,
You went to Gravedigger Mountain?
Yeah,
How was it?
it was fucking beautiful.
You loved it.
It was cool.
You loved it. Okay. Okay. You ever heard of this site Point and Shoot on YouTube?
Yeah, he just did a video about me.
I watched it.
Yo, it's so funny because
You mad?
no, I'm not.
You mad at the Point and Shoot?
No,
nigga?
actually,
bro.
I DM'd him and said the video was really good. Good job.
But
Can I show you the video?
But that was passive aggressive.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was funny.
It was. Let me tell you, bro. Y'all try to. What people don't understand is I've been.
Wait a minute. So you watched that video?
Yeah, I watched it.
So then you know I went to Gravedigger Mountain. So why did you ask me that question if you knew the answer?
Because I'm playing games.
Because you're a troll.
Bobby
No.
Digital RZA.
That video is so funny because I did not realize. So I used to live in Vegas. I did radio in Vegas, right? And I used to DJ a monthly hip hop showcase. So there was a guy named High Life who used to throw these showcases, and me and my boy Sam would DJ him. So we would DJ for like maybe 10 to 15 artists every time this would happen. So if you've ever been to like a rap showcase, local rap showcase, one, they're not very busy. Two, they fucking suck to DJ because you're dealing with all these USBs, and back then it was
I see.
it was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
CD, you know. So I had no idea that I had ever encountered that dude Sharp prior to the time I met him and he came and did my podcast, right?
Yeah.
So it's just funny that like this guy has this like gotcha moment and is like trying to talk down on me because like I frequented strip clubs in Las Vegas, and
I've been. But this is what I would say.
it was funny though. No, I actually think that dude's
just-
really funny.
What?
I think that dude, like the video was funny.
But
I
you tried to
laughed.
draw him out and get him on your podcast so you can line him up outside. I know what you're trying to do.
No.
Kev, you one of the biggest gangsters. You actually might be Cactus T. You one of the biggest gangsters in Phoenix. You trying to get them. This is what people do. See, y'all think I'm too veteran for this. Hey man, I appreciate that. Good. Boom, boom, boom. I'd love to have you come over here. And then all of a sudden, you and your man over here stomp them out.
Nah.
And that's good for you because now you got a headline.
First
You
of
on
all,
the
I
shade
have
room.
children.
How many children you got?
I have 2 children, and I
Are they old?
I have an 18-year-old and a 10-year-old.
So that changes nothing.
No,
because
no,
the
I'm not gonna-
18-year-old
I'm
would
not-
help you stomp out, point, and shoot outside of the
I'm
motherfucker.
not- listen,
If you had babies, that would be one thing. But what you just said was, I got another nigga in the crew that can help me fucking stomp out, point,
I'm
and
not
shoot.
risking any charges.
Boom. There you go.
I'm not risking any felonies
I get it.
for a video. I actually genuinely thought the video was funny.
It was. I watched all his videos, and I think that like
He's actually really good.
there's something to be said that when someone is obviously fucking with you and joking.
I thought it was like all of
Yeah.
the stuff he said about me. I genuinely took
very talented YouTuber.
I thought it was like funny. I was like, oh, that's good. Cause like I have like I don't have that big of an ego. I don't really give a fuck. Like the way him and I talk to each other, or me and my friends talk to each other, I'm like, this shit's great.
What YouTubes do you watch? What YouTube channels do you watch?
I mean, I would say most of my YouTube stuff is very sports heavy.
Okay, sports heavy. Okay.
You know, I would say I watch a lot of PFT with like Mike Florio, Chris Sims. I watch, you know, McAfee's in there every once in a while, all the NBA stuff. And then I veered into like, there's this political channel called Breaking Points.
Oh, I know that point. Crystal Bell.
Yeah, I like
Crystal Ball.
I love them because I can just watch and
I watch Crystal Ball. I watch Rising as well with Robbie.
Rising is amazing on the Hill.
And, Robbie Suave.
They're great, dude. They're great. So actually, those two shows I probably watch every day in some capacity. Just clips, like to catch up on what's going on. And I think that it's dope because it seems like all four of the people involved in those two shows are very level-headed, and they give you different perspectives.
So you don't ever go on Welcome to Hood War Stories?
No. I can show you my algorithm if you want to see it.
Now, bro, pause, dog. What the fuck? Did you see that?
I'm saying if you want to see my YouTube.
Did you see what he just did? He said, I can show you my algorithm if you want to see it. And then he reached into his pants, bro.
No, it's sitting on the chair. Look, what's the first video? What's the first video?
Sexual.
What did I tell you?
Whoa, I don't want to see your algorithm, bro. Put your algorithm away. Kev,
it's my YouTube algorithm.
Put your algorithm away. I don't know why you call it the algorithm. Probably because
it's my YouTube algorithm.
Like it. Put your algorithm away, bro. Nigga not trying to see your algorithm.
I see The Herd. Okay. I see PFT.
Yeah.
I see.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. I'll go to Welcome to Hood War Stories.
Fucking Unk and Ocho Cinco. MSNBC.
Mine.
Dan Lebatard.
So I don't have as much of the sports stuff. I got a lot of it, right? But it's very specific with me. So it's LSU football.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's LSU football. So it's not necessarily, I have a lot of sports stuff on there, but it's specific because I saw myself sifting through a lot of fucking sports topics I didn't give a fuck about, right? But it's Saints, LSU football, very direct sports stuff, like 5 different LSU football channels off the bench. My favorite one, Power Hour LSU, fucking After Further Review.
There's a show like that for the Suns I watch called
Tiger Bait.
There's this PHNX sports podcast I watch on YouTube. Like at the end of every game, they go live. And
then you sit down and watch it. Kalika can't understand it. She comes in and she goes, yo, why are you just watch the game? Why are you going to sit down and then watch 2 hours of somebody talking about the game that you just watched? And I just pause the TV and I go.
My wife says the same thing.
I just pause the TV and I go, you want to be in this or not? Cool. Boom. Let me watch my shit. Yeah. Let me play the game. Yeah. I come back all the way from fucking working on the road. I'm doing CNN or something like that. I sit down. I got the controller. When I have the controller, okay, Kev, and Spider-Man is swinging, nigga, I am Spider-Man. I'm swinging around New York. I'm helping people. I'm saving people. I'm going on missions. Bro, just last week, no bullshit, I beat Scorpion. I beat Kraven the Hunter. I beat motherfucking Sandman. I beat Venom. Not Spider-Man. Me. I did it. Okay?
You did. Yeah.
I beat all of these people. I saved
Is this
New
Spider-Man
York.
2?
Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
I saved New York. I saved it. When I come home, let me play the game.
Do you ever buy video games and you're mad because you don't have time to play them?
Wrong.
That's my life.
No.
I buy all the games and I never play them because I don't have time. My kids got them.
Lie. You could make time to save people if you really cared about it.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you got to listen to Shoreline Mafia and the rest of the underground, which, by the way, I'm not dissing them. I fuck with them hard.
Shout out to OGZ, shout out to Shoreline, Phoenix Flex.
The rest of the underground people, you got to listen to too much hip-hop. See, I don't listen to as much hip-hop as you. I'm going to go to my hip-hop right now. I'm going to go to my title because Jay-Z told me to buy a title, and then after I got title and got used to title.
He sold it?
He sold it to white people.
Verizon bought it, right?
Did Verizon buy title?
I think so, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, but so my shit, like literally the shit that I'm on, like my playlist, it's all old shit, bro.
Yeah, I think mine.
I'm not listening to much of that new shit. So
I agree.
So I've heard these songs. So I don't have to but you have to be up on hip hop.
Yeah.
So you don't have time to save New York.
The new shit I love is so I knew who Dave was for a long time, but I never.
Dave who?
From the UK. So Dave and Central C put a EP out called Split Decision, which was my second favorite project from last year. But I dived into this guy Dave and his discography. He's so good.
You like him?
Like
Dave?
Dave is like an elite level rapper.
Where's he from?
He's from the UK.
Nah, I'm not fucking with him.
He's fucking fire.
Yeah, see?
He's got some of the most vulnerable rap songs I've ever heard in my life.
That's Cactus T. That's Cactus T right there. I will tell you one new group that I like. These guys out of New York, they're called 41.
They're fire. Shout out. I've had them on twice. Jen Carter, Kyle Rich.
Bro, Jen Carter is crazy, bro.
No, she's fire. And they're cool as fuck.
Jen Carter is crazy, bro. I'm not
They're
supposed to be listening to that shit.
do I-
PTSD from the sound of the siren.
How can I see what I listen to?
So I got this. Is what I got on here. I got Dua Lipa. I got Domino. Remember him?
Of course.
Ghetto Jam is about to slam. I got Beanie Siegel. I
Shout out
got
to Beans.
Victory, which I guess I'm not supposed to be listening to that now.
Victory.
Puff Daddy and the Family.
Oh shit. Shit.
Well, I still listen to that shit. Fuck that. I got Flip Side.
Freeway?
Beanie Siegel. Oh my God, bruh. Beanie Siegel, Freeway. That's actually Freeway and PD Crack. So my playlist on here though is, I'll show you my hip hop playlist. This is my hip hop playlist. Running the Far Side, 93 till infinity, Sean Fennessy. 93 until infinity.
Hey, shout out to the ringer, Sean Fennessy.
Yeah, which is the greatest hip hop song ever made.
Disagree.
It was okay. Cactus Tea.
Hey, I disagree.
Mass Appeal, Electric Relaxation, Spoilio.
So this is like a playlist you put together.
Yeah, this is my shit. Shook Ones.
I wish I had a. See, I don't have a playlist like
Pass
that.
Me By.
I just
Big L, Sugar Hill.
I'll just hit search and like whatever I feel like listening to.
I do the same thing.
Boom.
I do that too, but I do have some playlists that I have to have. And then
Spotify has a 2010s playlist that they've curated for me that is fire. It's like all 2010 shit that I like.
title. Well, Spotify is great. Spotify is.
Shout out to you could go listen to Higher Learning on Spotify exclusively.
Listen to Higher Learning, the podcast on Spotify. Spotify is great. I use Tidal for a lot of music stuff. Spotify is amazing. It's great. I use Tidal for a lot of music stuff though, because Tidal knows me now. Tidal knows me now. I get most of my podcasts from Spotify.
Yeah, my 2010s playlist is gas. But yeah, I mean, I'll just download albums. You know,
Like what you download.
I got JID on here, Forever Story, Pray for Paris, West Side Gun.
West Side Gun crazy, Whole Griselda crazy. Going back to
Weeknd. Pusha T.
Elliot and B-Dot. I was loving Griselda. I was fucking with Griselda, listening to a lot
They
of
had the
Griselda.
New Year's interview.
And then I became a Griselda fucking fan. Love Griselda.
Love them.
Love Griselda. But I love everybody. I love the people that don't get along. I love Griselda. I think Freddie is having a great, like Freddie's actually
to me, Freddie's
a homie of mine.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends in the world. So
You and Freddie best friends?
yes,
Okay.
that's my brother for real, for real.
Y'all, you ever been to Sam's Hofbrau?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just making sure.
Chicken wings and that's the best place to throw money at strippers because not for mean reasons, obviously.
Listen to what you just said. Listen, let me tell you how you're a misogynist.
Yeah, because when you throw the money at Sam's Hofbrau, it's kind of like feeding birds.
Okay, wow.
It's true though.
Whoa.
It's true.
Whoa.
Because anybody who's on the
Cactus Tea.
stage has a right to the dollar.
Whoa, Cactus Tea. Let me tell you something. You throw money at strippers.
I throw it in the air.
I throw money to strippers. Because
Here we
accept
fucking go.
I accept them and their humanity and what they are. I throw money to them.
So do
to
I.
help. No. You said what you meant. Stand on it, Cactus Tea. What you said was you throw money at strippers. At them. I throw money to strippers.
Sir,
Sometimes I don't throw it. Sometimes I put it in an envelope and hand them to them and say,
Out of most people in the world, you will not find another higher connoisseur of these establishments other than myself.
I rarely go, but when
No.
But when I
Listen.
do go, when I say rarely, I mean like once a year. But when I do go, maybe not even that. But when I do go, I throw the money to them, hand it off like a fucking baton, because I want them to live their dreams.
Sir,
Cactus Tea.
I am very, very integrated in the strip club culture, so I'm very, very aware. I'm friends with a lot of strippers.
What's your budget for a strip club night? What's a bootleg
personally,
Kev night?
me,
Yeah, what's a bootleg Kev night?
it depends on where I'm going.
Okay.
So if I was in Arizona in my heyday at like Jaguars, which is like the best strip club on the West Coast.
Jaguars?
Yeah, Jags. Jags is the best strip club on the West Coast. Anybody who's gone will tell you that. All the rappers I take there say the same thing.
Jaguars.
Jags.
Jaguar.
Like Jaguar, yeah.
Jaguar.
So I kind of like, I just kind of like, I want to say like it was kind of like my spot. So I would go in there, I'd get my chicken wings, I'd get my fucking shrimp tacos, I get my cabana.
Can I tell you
Tight
something
with the
real
owner.
quick? This is actually a very precious moment. Like, there are rare times when you're talking to someone and you can see the wheels of their brain are taking them back to a time where they've legitimately have good times.
Yes.
To a place where they've legitimately like Kev started talking about Jaguars and he goes,
Yeah. It's a good place.
a-
But it wasn't even like a good place for the reasons that you, not even.
I get it. It was a good place just because there are certain places, even naked women or no naked women, where the ambiance
It's
is
the
right.
ambiance, it's the food,
The
it's
time in your life is right.
time of my life. And like for me, I would rather I'm a like dive bar kind of guy or a strip club kind of guy. Like I'd rather not be at a nightclub. I mean, I own a nightclub in Scottsdale, right? So like, shout to the nightclub game. Fucking does very well. I'm DJing at nightclubs, you know, but I'm not going to a nightclub unless I'm DJing. So,
Right. It's not your thing anymore.
like, I don't want to go hang out at the club because I don't know if it's really ever been my thing, to be honest. I'd rather go to a dive bar or go to a strip club where we could just chill, have a little convo over some fucking drinks, maybe order some food.
So this is my thing about the club. And this is my thing, right? I'm from a different club culture.
Right.
When I was in Louisiana, we dress up, we go to the club. We dress up like we going to church. We go to club upscale, we go to...
Yeah, it used to be like that too. Yeah.
We go to club upscale, we go to...
They strictly enforce dress code.
Strictly enforced dress code, right? We go to there, we go to the nightlife, we go to a Perfect 10 party. Shout out to TJ, Mike, everybody out there that was throwing parties. Shout out to all of them. We go to the parties. And we go there all dressed up. But when we leave that motherfucker, we are dripping wet with sweat.
Yeah.
We
you
are
were
dripping,
dancing, you're enjoying yourself.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know them old movies where you see a juke joint?
Right.
And the people in there and there's beads of sweat coming off their
They got a
face.
sweat rag.
And it's a man, he got his hand on a woman like that and they grinding and all of that stuff.
All
like
that shit's out.
You know, that's what we were doing. We were, like the back that ass up, come on. And like the whole fucking club lose their
I couldn't
minds.
even imagine being alive when Back That Ass Up
Oh
first
my
came
God.
out.
But it was a couple of joints that you would just drop
By the way,
and just go crazy. But when
argument might be, you know, that's an argument for best rap song ever.
could be.
Best club song
Definitely
ever.
the most,
Best club song ever.
could be definitely best club song ever. So like, then you get to LA and they don't have none of that. That's not how the clubs are. The clubs in LA are musical museums.
I think there was probably a time where they were more like that. But
I don't remember it, but like the clubs in LA are musical museums. Like they're music playing and you're looking at pretty pictures all around. I mean, people are turning up a little bit. You might get a shoulder shimmy or something like that. So I fuck with that and that's okay. But if I'm gonna do that, I would rather go to a place where I can hear somebody talking over the music.
I agree.
So the music is playing.
Yes.
And we all chilling.
That's my whole point.
We drinking. We having what's your drink of choice?
It's changed over the years. These days, if I'm not trying to lose weight and be fat, I always just get a Corona
I like a whiskey sour, and so I'll drink
or
one.
tequila
right?
on the rocks.
Tequila on the rocks. So I'll drink one, right? And if I can hear you talk, and we can all have I was at a party last night. And it was for the Black Oscar contenders of this year.
Right.
Shout out to Ava, and I'm gonna get like 50 shout outs in this bitch. I don't give a fuck. So like we all having it, and we're just talking and we're dancing. Some people are dancing. That's what I like. I'm older.
Yeah, no, I just think that like you said, like for me, I'd rather go to a bar, or I'd rather the strip club is just like home to me. I feel like
What's your favorite movie with an all black cast?
with an all black cast.
And you can't say Friday.
Friday.
Cactus Tea. Fake answer.
How's that a fake
Hey,
answer?
boop.
That's
Fake
but it's
answer
the,
alert.
But it's the true answer.
Nope. It's too much. Who's your favorite rapper? Jay-Z? Nah.
I didn't say Jay-Z.
Nope. But what I'm
said
saying
Nas.
is, nope. You can't say Friday. You can't. You gotta go. I'm challenging you to go deeper than that. I'm challenging you to go deeper than Friday.
Would City of God count?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, you wily motherfucker. You maybe, but not really. Kind of, but no.
Moonlight.
I would say Moonlight. Now you're trying to be woke.
Love Moonlight.
I love it too.
It's fucking a perfect movie.
Great movie.
A perfect movie.
Try to get Charlamagne to watch it.
A perfect movie.
Perfect movie.
I think it's a perfect movie.
La La Land better, but like, yeah.
I can't say I can't watch anything with singing in it.
Oh, you don't like musicals?
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. My wife was telling me. So last night we went and
What's
saw.
her favorite musical?
I don't know. Probably fucking Little Mermaid or some shit. Last night, went to the movies with my family. Her and my other son, that's 10, went and saw Wonka. I went and saw Iron Claw with my 18-year-old.
Yeah, look, shit.
It's a fucking sad movie, dude.
Kev, like you wanted to bond with him. You wanted him to know the meaning of the family, which is why you took him
Great
to see
movie.
that. Because that movie.
Well, no, me and my son are hardcore wrestling fans.
Yeah, as I am. I'm the number one voice in wrestling media.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's new.
I'm the number one voice in wrestling media.
That's not true.
Go to my Twitter.
Are you trolling Rosenberg?
Go to my Twitter.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, I'm the number one voice in
I
wrestling.
don't think
media.
I'm hip to why you're saying that. So is it like when Andrew Scholl said he was the number one voice in MMA media and was trolling the other guy with the glasses?
I don't know what you're talking about
Okay.
as far as that's controlled.
Well, yo, I didn't know that.
Like,
Well, congrats.
I'm not-
I'll see you
I'm
at
not-
Royal Rumble in a couple weeks.
I am, and it's been discussed. This is not me just saying this. I've been put
Is it
over.
'cause- dude-
I've been put over.
Who put you over?
A couple different people. You don't need to
Kazeem
know
or-
that. I've been put over.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you watch wrestling though? Serious question.
I am over as fuck.
Do you actually watch though? No, you don't.
Of course, I watch wrestling.
Oh,
Okay, of course I watch wrestling. Did you watch Raw last night?
I haven't. I was at the movies.
See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about white people. You're asking me if I watch wrestling. Last night, what was I doing? Watching fucking Raw.
I was watching Iron- but I was
CM
watching-
Punk, and then you're gonna
I was
come
watching
back,
Iron Claw.
and you're gonna come back and you're
I
gonna
saw
say
Iron-
you didn't even watch Raw last
I
night.
watched Iron Claw.
You didn't even watch it.
About the Von Erichs. I watched Iron Claw.
About the Von Erichs. Yeah. What's your favorite match from Jimmy Superfly Snuka?
See,
To what? You didn't answer it because you don't know wrestling like I know wrestling.
that's before my time.
That's true.
But
I was just joking.
I want to say, was it? No, it wasn't Jimmy. Was Jimmy Superfly's? I'm trying to think. What was WrestleMania? Was it 2 or 3 where fucking Macho Man? I don't think that was against Jimmy Superfly.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. All jokes aside, I'm not good at recounting like individual matches that I love. I have individual matches that I love.
There are,
but to me,
so for me, there are certain matches that I do love.
there's certain matches that I love too.
That I
But to
can
me,
call out, but, like-
it's more storylines. It's more specific moments. It's heel turns.
Like my
it's
favorite
unexpected
wrestler of the
things,
last
run-ins.
10 years, but this is before he passed. Everyone knew this, but I love Bray.
You love who?
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was my
wow,
guy,
that
dude.
was sad.
Dude, he was my guy.
For some reason, I thought you said Ray, and then I'm
No,
like,
Bray
he didn't
Wyatt.
pass. Yeah,
No, Bray.
yeah.
Bray was that fucking dude. I felt like he was so mismanaged, and he should have been the guy to beat fucking Undertaker, not Brock.
The other thing that is tough about being the number one voice of pro wrestling and being such a wrestling fan is it's such a hard life on the guys, man, and the ladies. So you're like, it's going to
It
be
is.
a lot of tragedy if you are a huge wrestling fan. Because
Did you watch Iron Claw?
I did.
Watching that movie, you're like, damn, like wrestling literally like destroyed.
That's some different shit. I won't. Shout out to Kevin Von Erich, and like at the end of the Iron Claw, not to
See a picture of his family.
See a picture of his family.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been happier for him.
Me too, man. Because the whole movie, you just feel for him.
Yeah, I do not want anyone to think it's not too far off though. I was gonna say that the Von Erich family represents the typical wrestling family's trajectory, but I mean, there's a lot of carnage and a lot of tragedy. But that is, man,
Next level.
God bless Kevin Von Erich. That is
Next level, dude.
bro. That's
Yeah.
insane. And look, I've seen this before. I know in my own life right now, you know, all my dad and all his brothers passed away. My father, like literally in the last 15 years, we lost all of those guys. Right.
Damn.
So my Uncle Mark died. Then my dad died. Then my Uncle Milton died. Excuse me. My Uncle Mark died. My Uncle Milton died. My dad died. My Uncle Ray died. Nobody touched 70, right? So the movie hit me in a different way at this time because I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about brotherhood bonds, a whole line of family, what it meant for my Uncle Ray, who just passed away a couple of weeks ago, to be the last of his brothers, and to know that all of those guys are gone. You know, he didn't even make it a year and a half, 2 years after my father passed away. I'm not sure how much he wanted to be here,
Right.
After all of that stuff. And like, if you from Baton Rouge or other places like that, you know situations where he didn't got killed, his brother didn't got killed, shit, his mama didn't got killed, everybody. So it's not like I don't know tragic situations like that. When it happened to them in the way that it happened to them, just the bizarre, hyper tragic nature of all of it, it gives it this weird, almost spiritual through line. And you try to wonder when you're watching a movie or you're ingesting a story like that, you wonder, like, what's the point? Like, what did all of that tragedy mean? There has to be a meaning for someone to lose one kid from getting electrocuted, another kid from suicide, another kid from suicide, another kid had gastroenteritis.
Yeah, his intestines.
I think 3 sons committed suicide. I think it was Carrie, Michael, and the youngest one. So 3 suicides, and then all that. You wonder these, you know, especially as they get older.
Even like Carrie, like losing his leg.
Well done in the movie. Carrie losing his just freak accident after freak accident. It's just a crazy, crazy, crazy story.
Great movie though. Everybody should go check it. Zac Efron's fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's big.
I'm like,
big.
bro, what did he? What? I want to know. Like, that's like committing to a role because he turned into like a fucking John Cena level,
Yeah.
yoked ass fucker.
He got big.
Yeah.
Got big. I mean, you know,